All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you knew this was going to be a huge game, a huge test for you guys. I don't know, it felt like even in the fourth quarter, as tight as it was for a bit, like both teams were playing pretty well, and it didn't feel like either team deserved to lose.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how does it feel to come out on the winning end of a game like that?
It feels unbelievably good. I mean, I thought you know that we're experienced and balanced and we play well together and all that stuff, but to do it in this environment on game one is, that's impressive. Like, that's, to me, is, I mean, I was hopeful that's who we were, and we were. Like, you have to play for 40 minutes to beat these guys up here, because I said, you know, when it's 25-16 in the second quarter, that game gets away from you. If you're down 10-12 at half, it's a lot different game. So even just that, but then when it got loud on all their runs in the second half, the fact that we kind of stayed even, and obviously Lauren was really good down the stretch, which I think, again, mark of a great player. Like, she misses her first 4 and ends up with 30. You know, she's 0 for 4 at the first media, and she ends up with 30. Mm-hmm. Emma misses, you know, couldn't get anything to go early. Made plays down the stretch, and I thought Rachel defensively was outstanding, and not just defensively, but she did a lot of things, and our bench was awesome. I mean, you look at what Mal and Jamie did. Their minutes were really good together. They were 5 for 6. Mal's got 6 rebounds in 9 minutes. And we maybe don't get to the fourth quarter with that one group being in a position to play that whole fourth quarter if Mal and Jamie aren't as good as they were throughout the first 3 quarters.
You're good.
Go ahead.
Goodness gracious. Take me through that second half. Just what obviously you got in the zone. What were you thinking?
Honestly, like, my shots weren't really falling the first few that I took in the first half. I feel like I was kind of sped up. And going in the locker room, we knew that we could do better on screens, holding them, cuts, and all of that. And then kind of settled in the second half. Then Flan started running some actions for me. I was able to see some fall, and then it kind of opened up from there.
Looked like in the first half when Molly got in foul trouble and you got put at the PG1 spot, that kind of got you going a little bit too, because you were able to create a little bit off the dribble. Did that spark you a bit offensively?
Yeah, I think it did. Obviously it's not ideal having Molly with 2 in the first, and me. But we were able to manage, and I think it did help.
So that was a really physical game. In the second half, you were battling for boards. I think you banged up your shoulder a little bit and trying to shake it out.
Yeah.
But it seemed like you were able to do that, knocked down a couple big threes, 166 at the line. How did you shake that out? What happened?
I was basically going up for a board, and then it got bent back, and then I don't know what happened. It kind of was numb, or kind of went limp. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I knew.
Normal stuff.
Yeah. It kind of came back, so I just shook it out, and then I knew it came back, and it did. So it feels good now.
Did you have to shake off the trainer to come get a look at it?
I didn't actually. No, I just kind of kept going, because I don't think there was a stop and play for a while after that. So I was kind of sitting in the corner, just shaking it out, and then I was like, all right, I'm ready.
Go ahead, James.
So a big game off the bench, especially from you and Mallory. I don't know, what were you guys trying to do tonight when you got the number called? And obviously it was a struggle early, but it seemed like you two got things comfortable a little bit out there.
Yeah, definitely for Mal and I, we've just been talking to the coaches, and we know our role pretty well, and we are always ready when our name's called. Yeah. So being big post players, we knew what our jobs were. We had to push those big girls out and everything, and that's what they need from us, so we're going to do that to our best of ability, and I felt like both of us did that pretty well tonight.
What got you rolling tonight? Was there a moment out there where you settled in? Did something happen, or were you ready to go?
Definitely after that first 3 went in. Okay. It felt good to hit that. Yeah. So after that, I just got to keep shooting and go with it, but my teammates helped me out with that a bunch, setting screens, all that stuff, reading screens, all of that, so a huge shout out to them too.
You even tried a runner. Early in the shot clock, runner.
Yeah.
You were feeling it, right?
I was. I thought I was a lot closer to the hoop than I thought I was, but yeah, I was hoping that was going to fall in, but I work on those in practice, so
that's fair.
One of those will one of these times go in.
You work on it in practice, you can do it in games.
Yeah, exactly.